I was only 6.
She was only 6.
I was only 6 and didn't know girls and girls can have intimacy.
It was wrong, but you learned from muscle memory, from reflex.
Wasn't the first day she was touching me or touching her or myself.
You were only 6.
She was 8.
And hid your secrets how best you knew, and now they are spilling.
16. Introduced to boys, made them all victim as my toy.
You don't learn how to love right when your first experiences are undercover.
Undercovers. There was this moment
when you're swimming in the ocean and the water seems to come at you from every side and you
don't know which way is up.
And for 1 second, you're convinced that you will drown.
So I fucked. And I stayed fucking. Trying to fuck harder each time to fuck you out of my touch.
Some things you can't fuck out.
The grief. A limitless extent when you choose not to scream.
We talk about everything and we never really talked about this. I read and wrote and researched and cried and read some more and all the resources told me to wait until you wanted
I don't want to talk about body of the red. Watkins without appointment. Watkins to whoever appointed in silence.
She gave a full house exhibition.
Blaming you, Angela, was a quicker fix than keep pushing my legs underwater, trying to swim out to a reason.
To a definition. You won't use words that make you the victim. Self-deprecation so deeply instilled into your structure. You would rather tell Angela
that I was only 6 than come to admit that maybe those days when we would play sex in your bedrooms, maybe you were not my predator.
I know it wasn't only her. That touching yourself cautiously in showers still brings you back to days when you didn't know.
Right behind me.
Like sour milk. Like the trauma could grow within her, like she could expire.
Sex isn't enough to make me want to unearth the memories between climax and release.
Yes. Maybe if you let go, you will be flooded. You will remember scenes stored away, things you never wanted to feel again, so you hid them between your lips, between your hips.
3 years ago, I went to her apartment, left her a note to call me. I never found her.
1 in 4 girls are molested before they turn 18.
I need to tell her.
Angela fell in the water when she was young and pushed your head down to keep hers up. Reflex. Jackie still looks for the girl who molested her. Reflex. 30% of those wrongfully done pass on their demons to children under the age of 6. Reflex, yes. Maybe you are ready, but you were only 6.
And didn't know girls and girls can have intimacy.
Didn't know that the space between your legs would not be off limits forever.
I was only 6.
Didn't know of these cyclical statistics. Didn't know of the instinct to love, how you've been shown to. Reflex.
I don't want to be that 30% that molest 6-year-olds. The fear of my head slipping every time I bathe the girls that I babysit. When my little cousin asked me to sleep in bed with him, the probability that I could be the one to give another girl my baggage is scary, and I don't want to be scared myself.
There is this moment when you're swimming in the ocean and the water seems to come at you from every side.
There is this moment when you're swimming in the ocean and the water seems to come at you from every side, and you don't know which way is up. And for 1 second, I was convinced that I would drown.
You were only 6.
And she was 8. And maybe when she was 6, she was touched. She was molested, and when she touched me,
it was just reflex.
She had no